There's a way you can be blunt and be nice. Okay, if maybe someone tells you something, okay, I have an idea. Okay, someone tells you something like, I have an idea in my mind and all of that. You don't tell the person what kind of idea, the one you did last. I mean, how did it end up? And you just don't make the person feel like that's true. The one I did last, how did it end up? And then the person just shut off the idea and does not even have the zeal, does not have the ginger. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abiola Kemi Ogunleye and this is Let's Get Real with Abiola. So let's get real with Abiola. This is where we keep it real on lifestyle, on faith, on family, on femininity, on love, and also on trends. Yes, we keep it real as best as we can. Firstly, I would like to thank my existing subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and to those, thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. They are encouraging. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Okay, so if this is your first time watching my video or if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that right now. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video and turn on the notification bell to get updates on new videos. You can also tell your family, friends, and loved ones that love lives here. Love lives here, so they should subscribe, they should like, and they should keep track of my videos. Thank you very much. On today's edition of Let's Get Real, we'll be keeping it real on the impact of words. Your words have tremendous impact. It is words are very powerful, and I'll focus on two sets of people. I'll focus on one, those that are nonchalant with your words, those that talk shabbily, they just say things, they don't care, they just, they are like, it is my mouth, I can say whatever it is that I want. They just say things as they like. And I'll talk to another set of people, which is those who structure their life by the reason of their words. They live their life. The way they live their life, the way they form their thoughts is by the reason of their words, and they're just living by the reason of what people are saying to them. And the thing about words is it might not even be what others say to you, it might be what you yourself, what you are saying to yourself. It is also very powerful. And when I say words, it can be spoken words and it can be written words. It can be through text, maybe what you say, maybe while you're chatting with your friends, while you're chatting with your loved ones, your family, what you're chatting them about them on. And it can be based on what you're saying, what words are you saying to them? Is it an encouraging word? Is it an insulting words? All of those things are the things we would be talking about on today's edition. Okay, so people say a lot of things. People say something like, you're worthless, you're crazy, you're annoying, you're stupid. Look at your mates. Look at you, look at your mates. Look at your friend that you finished together, that they are already doing far ahead. They just said a lot of words. And people say encouraging words too. So people say encouraging words like, oh wow, you're looking beautiful. Oh wow, you're and I like what you did. Oh, I like the idea. Yes, you can run with it. And and you don't necessarily have to lie. You don't necessarily have to lie to people. Because okay, yes, Aviola said you have to. You should not say. You should always say encouraging words. You should always say nice words. If maybe what the person is telling you requires you to be honest, yes, please be honest. However, the way you would be honest is such that you care about them, you care about the way they would feel. You're not, some people will say, yeah, this is just who I am, I'm blunt. There's a way you can be blunt and be nice. Okay? If maybe someone tells you something, okay, I have an idea. Okay, someone tells you something like, I have an idea in my mind and all of that. You don't tell the person what kind of idea, the one you did last. How did it end up? And you just don't make the person feel like that's true. The one I did last, how did it end up? And then the person just shut off the idea and does not even have the zeal, does not have the ginger. You didn't encourage the person to just push forward, push ahead. One failure does not mean repeated failure now. So you don't have to necessarily be that kind of person. So if someone comes with you with an idea, don't tell the person. You don't tell the person, what about the last one I did? I mean, what you have to just be is like, okay, have you considered all factors? Have you considered the right approach? I mean, the financial approach. Have you considered all factors necessary, the leadership approach, and everything? And if the person says yes, and the person says no, how can you assist the person? You have to like tell the person, okay, where can I come in? I mean, your idea is good, and if the idea is not good, you see it in a way that okay, this idea, I don't think this is the right time for you to work on it. How about you? Maybe if there's something that the person does differently, well, how about you do this instead? And then maybe at some point you can now bring this idea in, and this is not the right idea to use to do now. And then the person is, oh wow, yes, this is good. I mean, the person does not feel like, don't let me share my ideas anymore. I mean, the person does not feel like, oh my god, my idea is non-entity. I mean, it's a nonsense. Does not feel like their words, their ideas, sharing their ideas to you. I mean, they don't feel less. They feel like, okay, good. You respect their opinion, you respect the fact that they come to you to share this, and it means a lot to them. So even if you want to criticize them, you do it in the best possible way, in the way that it would not make them feel down, it would not make them feel less motivated, and to not make them feel out of place. Because a lot of times people say words and they don't, I mean, they say words nonchalantly, and the other person receiving that word, processing that word, feels down, feels out of place, feels, yeah, I mean, just feels, they just disconnect. They just disconnect immediately. I mean, you say something and then they disconnect immediately because what you say does not sit right with them emotionally, physically, in every areas of their life. And so you have to be very careful because you don't even know what people have been through. You don't know what people have experienced in their past life or what they're experiencing in their present life. Be very cautious of your words. I mean, very cautious and conscious of your words because your words have consequences. Now, what are the consequences of your words? Number one is your words can make someone have suicidal thoughts, or the person can even decide to even, you know, engage in suicide. Like they want to end their life, and your words can also make them want to leave. When you say words that encourage people, words that make people break out of suicidal thoughts, then they are encouraged to live instead. Number two is that your words can inspire belief. It can inspire belief or discourage a belief. And so you have to be very careful. Number three is that your word can break a true friendship, a family bond, a relationship. Your words can break a relationship, and so you have to be very careful. You don't want to say words that make someone be like, oh, let me break up with my girlfriend. Oh, let me divorce my wife. Oh, let me do this. You have to be very careful with the way you say things, the way you table out your thoughts, you table out your opinions regarding some certain matters, especially sensitive matters. You have to be very careful the way you do that. And another one is that your words can impair self-esteem. Someone that maybe had a low self-esteem before, and then you say something to them, and then you just impair their self-esteem. They just feel down. They feel withdrawn. They feel disconnected. They feel like they cannot amount to anything. They're not motivated. Your words can impair self-esteem, and generally your words just have consequences because you don't know the other person receiving your words. You don't know so much about them, and that is why you cannot see yourself in the same light of others. You cannot say because me, if you say this words to me, I will not get offended, or because somebody else has said such a word to me and I wasn't offended. You cannot regard other people as yourself. No, don't do that. A lot of times, some people say something like, treat people how you want to be treated. However, in some ways too, you can be treated in a way, some ways are acceptable to you that are not acceptable to others. So I will not say you should treat people how you want to be treated. I feel you should treat people how you feel they would want to be treated instead. How do you feel this person would receive your words? Okay, how do you feel this person will receive your chats? If I say this in this way, would the person not misinterpret it the other way? And so that is why when you look at something in the positive side, look at it on the negative side too. And if it's such that the word is still balanced, the word will strikes a balance such that you're not going to affect the person emotionally, and then you're good to go. But if it is such that you're still going to affect the person, then please don't be very conscious and cautious of your words. Generally, please be very cautious and conscious of your words. And also, you have to note that these words may not even be what people say to you, it might be what you say to yourself. A lot of times, some people say certain words. You say so, you look at yourself in the mirror and then you feel like, oh my god, these pimples on my face. What do I do with them? I'm looking so ugly. Or oh my god, I'm not like my mates. I mean, just a lot of discouraging words, a lot of self-demeaning words to yourself, and then you start to live your life in such a manner. This is very wrong. No matter what, because a lot of times you cannot control what people say to you, but you can control how you react to what people say to you, and you can also control what you say to yourself, which is very important. Okay, what you say to yourself and how you receive words is very important. Do not forget that is why you should not forget that what you say to yourself really matters. How you perceive yourself, how you regard yourself, no matter how you look. I mean, you can be honest with yourself. Okay, I'm getting too fair. I want to. I mean, you can be honest with yourself, but not in a way that, not in a way that you just make yourself feel. I mean, you're not in a way that makes it look like you're not proud of who you are and not proud of how you look. You have to be very proud of who you are, how you look, and how you regard yourself. And if you're not doing something the right way, you tell yourself in such a way that you want to do things the right way, not in the way that you feel. You make yourself just be kind. Let the words that come out of your mouth, let the words that come out of your mouth be kind words, even better to yourself or to other people. Be kind with your words. And now my word to those who structure their lives the way they, according to those words. Someone says something to you, you want to react, not overreact. Because the truth is, this is not general knowledge. The reason why people talk to you the way they talk to you is based on different things. Can be based on they don't care. They're just nonchalant. They don't care about it, and it can be because they don't have knowledge of who you are as a person. They don't understand who you are as a person, and that's the reason why they talk to you that way. They don't know that it is something that would come off wrong to you. Okay, so you have to understand that you cannot control what people say to you generally. However, you can control how you receive that word. Okay, and that is why I want to tell you that you should not structure your life always based on what people say. So if someone tells you something like your idea is trash, your idea, or someone tells you like you're not fit for a job, or someone tells you that you're not fit for a particular position, you don't let it stop you from or you don't let it stop you from forging ahead. Don't let it stop you from seeing possibilities. You have to see possibilities in whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, don't 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 misinterpret words. Okay, don't misinterpret words. Don't let what people say to you be the reason why you choose to just say, oh, they will just, if I decide to do this, people will not accept it anyway. So let me just sleep. Let me just be lazy about it. No, don't be lazy about it. Always know that people will always be people. You cannot control what people say to you, or how people regard you, or how people treat you. Of course, you can make people treat you in a respectful manner, yes, based on how you present yourself. However, you don't have everything in your control. I mean, that is one of the basic thing you have to know, that you don't have everything in your control. That is why you have to know that people will be people, and you have to be, you are the recipient, you are the one receiving the word. So you are the one that can say, okay, I want to delete this word, I want to sift out this word, and yes, you're good. But if you say, okay, I want to react up to everything that people say to me, you would, I mean, it is not good. It is not a very good place for you as a person. It can affect you psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically, because words are very powerful. So it can affect you. That's why you have to protect your mental state. You have to protect your mental health. You are very important. And so you have to be careful. Be careful how you talk to people, and be careful watch how you react to what people say to you as well. Yes, we've come to the end of today's edition of Let's Get Real with Javiola. I believe you enjoyed the video, and I believe you have an understanding of how you relate or how you regard people and how you regard yourself. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like my video, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell for updates on new videos. Till I come your way next time, be blessed and stay enlightened. Bye bye.